Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. Catch in the middle, it spurts. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Just destroying his way through the field. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. On the run, it's Baxter. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Texas 0.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Throws to the wideout. It's caught, and they're able to get him down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
3rd down play from the gun. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So now the the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lets it fly. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texans!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Snags it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Using his legs, it's Acha. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Second and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Finds his man. It's Burks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Sooners have it with a first and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
What a snag by the defense. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Soft spot in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. And, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking down the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
It is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Push down for the tackle.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burks. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Arnold. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the ball squirted out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner! And oh man, there's some burn orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
No return coming. He'll call for the Bearcat. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Ewers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's the end of the third quarter. Oklahoma 21, Texas 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got his man quickly. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Ocha. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Arnold. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's looking deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas. The AT unit on the field. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for the big play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They move on top here in the 4th.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Washington. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's going to pass. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quick release by the QB. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Baxter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got it.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Arnold. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays, big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, Dave.
Here comes the Texas offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse